Hello, how are you? Um, Sorry, my name's Aiden, or Jousting Sticks, I guess his channel's probably called. I haven't even named it yet. I'll do that at the end of this video. Um, I will be making some music on Ableton. It'll be some UK garagey, four to the floor sort of stuff. The reason why I'm recording it and uploading it is because I would like to do 15 minutes a day at least of music that's uploaded as a sort of accountability measure, because often I find that I'll make it for a few weeks and then I'll stop. So maybe this is an accountability measure, and it might make me maybe a bit better with the way that I communicate in a more reasonable sense. As you can tell by where I'm trailing with this sentence, I've got a ways to go. Anyway, so we're going to make some UK garage style, bordering on speed garage, I guess, and let's just start. So let's just get a kick, and then we'll build. Maybe a nice drum loop would be a nice target to have today. So we'll go maybe 135 BPM, and we'll get some kicks from this 0G kick pack. Or will we? Let's go with this beautiful Tom Cosm J-Bam Kickstarter. It's just not convincing, is it? I'll go back to this. Whatever. Might actually do it in a drum rack, might be easier. So, just your classic. Oh, and maybe we can go with a slightly more interesting scale. A minor or Phrygian? We'll keep it in minor for this, I think. Don't need to go stupid. Also, I think if I'm doing a lot of these videos, if I get to 30 days or something, then I might just put up a description of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and maybe who the inspirations for doing it are, because whatever I'm saying now probably wouldn't make sense in that sense. So this is just me making music. If you would like to know the reasons why, I'm sure there'll be a video by the time anyone's actually watching this. If anyone watches this. Again, you don't have to. It's for me. It's not for you. It's for me to make sure that I'm doing it. Yeah, how good's that? Call it a day. That's all she wrote. I might try one of these loops I got from, what was it? This Slim Odds Shakers. Maybe we could layer a few of those together. Yep. No. The Shakers are wigging me. So this Lysine sample pack, all the Lysine sample packs are excellent. They are wonderful, just like his music. Maybe a little bit of movement there with the LFO. Slow, slow, slow. Oh, Duolingo. Not too bad. You can wait. Geez, that's great. I do feel like a bit of a fraud. I know this isn't true and it's not really the way you should be thinking about these things, but like, come on, I should make something myself, not just be relying on someone else's loops. Not that I'm against it, it's just might be a bit more satisfying, might be a bit more interesting to watch as well. Okay. Let's fix this kick. Maybe we can build an atmosphere out of something, so then just have that sitting in the background. So in order to do that, let's do like a granulator, which we love, this granulator 3. Chop chop. The beach ball. The beach ball. Will it turn out to be a good experience for us? Grow up, Ableton, honestly. I'm not pushing you in any way. Yeah. Alright. Back into loops. Let's do like a... Sure. So I might drop that just a semitone so it's in key. And then we can do some wiggy sort of stuff with maybe the playhead, maybe the scan. I wonder why that's not doing anything. Oh, well, there you go. So that'll be cool, and I think an LFO, a sample and hold LFO would be cool. It's sort of, it would jump around at certain times, give you different noises, but then also a bit of silence would be cool. So that's not it, is it? That's sort of cool. What did I do? Alright. I do quite like that. What about an OTT just to bring out some... Whoa! Heaps of frequencies. The kicks. This is so dumb. Alright. Let's do some of these. I can't remember what particular YouTuber it is. They're very effective at teaching, but they use this empty room. I should figure that out because, you know, I'm using their IP in a way. But anyway, empty room is a really good reverb, particularly for drums. So let's send that, a little bit of that across. Might have to do it from within a rack. So we'll send it into the rack. Cool. Alright, that kick's horrible. I think we all know that. But let's design a big sub that can do a little bit and just put us, I guess, in the UK zone. So let's split up the frequencies. We'll do a low serum sub and then highs. So in the lows, let's go with a big fat A flat or G sharp. No, come on now. Come on. Yeah, how good does that sound? Right, my apologies, it's because of this. Sort of sounds cool. Now again, I've worked a very, very small amount of Serum 2. I knew a little bit about Serum 1 and would use it reasonably often, but there's so much, very cool stuff here. I don't know if I really want to put Hyper on the sub, but it's cool. I just really need to start getting my head around, 5 different types of synthesis. Who would know? Anyway. Let's try and do something interesting here. Jungle 808. Cool. Wibbly wobbly. So how would I make that change? I think an LFO would be cool. That's, yep, unsynced. Yeah, nice. Might want it to go a little faster. I literally don't even know where the effects page is by automatically doing it. Losing the plot. Yeah, that's sort of cool. Alright, so let's get rid of the lows from this particular high area. So let's call the crossover 80 Hertz. Do the same for here, but switch it. Yeah. And we'll get some sidechain compression so it's not clashing. From the drum rack, from the kick. So you'll have to go in here and go, it's called pre-effects. Alright, that's cool. I wonder what a little bit of pitch modulation would do. Maybe like a whoop, whoop. And then I always like to put this back down to 0 because I think sometimes when you finish a MIDI clip and you've still got particularly MIDI based pitch bend, it can sort of glitch out and the next MIDI clip might start with the wrong pitch values. It's a weird thing. Maybe it's just an Ableton thing, maybe it's MIDI universally, but it's a bit confusing. It sounds tense. Not sure if I'd really like that. What about if it drops? Yeah, that's cool. Let's add some little ghost notes. So after I finish this particular video, which I can actually now finish, I've done 15 minutes, but I think I will go and try to source some proper kicks that might actually be useful in this genre of music. So I'm not convinced about that one. Anyway, drums. What else can we put in this? Maybe like a nice open hat would be useful. Sure. You can probably see my mind working so slowly. What else goes in UK Garage? Some Ned Rush stuff. Maybe we can make it sound a little bit strange. Whoa! Sorry, everyone. Yeah, we heard it the first time. We could do something with that. Maybe like a transpad gate. I made my own transpad gate because I sort of liked having a bit more control. So we'll do that, and then we'll put... Again, I wonder why the computers... I recently reinstalled Ableton, so maybe everything's just loading up for the first time, but anyway. Ned Rush. Sure. Loop at every bar. Oh, it goes for 2 bars. Yep. What about... so that could be cool. Well, we never said this is going to sound good at all. About neg 24. Do you know what? I'm going to leave this here and I'm going to upload it as an example of where I'm at, which is not really where I'd like to be. I've taken a little bit of time off music, so I guess I'm back now and I'm writing trash. But that's all right. Hopefully within a few weeks, maybe it starts to sound better. Anyway, thanks if you're here. You shouldn't be. Bye.